Well, clearly the last major flood that happened here, where a lot of people were affected, was back in 2007. And understandably, they're asking why hasn't stuff happened since then. I mean, in that time, between 2015 and 2021, we've invested £2.6 billion in flood defences right across the country. That was over 300,000 homes. We're partway through a programme of spending a further £5.2 billion over a 6-year time period. Now, I'm conscious that doesn't matter to them because their homes are being flooded today. So one of the things that the Member of Parliament, Brendan, inviting me up was to come and see some of this directly. I know that this was some of the roads that were evacuated following a severe flood warning. The Chief Executive of the Environment Agency is elsewhere in Nottinghamshire today. I think it's important to come and see people whose lives have been disrupted. Now, I'm conscious of that with my own constituency, but and of course the people who have lost their life and their friends and family will be very distressed too. But it's about coming and seeing what practical things we can try and get done quickly to help these communities, and that's part of the action that I'll be understanding and trying to take away today.
But also about change, people here saying the flood defences aren't sufficient. Do you think they are?
Well, I'm not a floods engineer, so I have to go on what the Environment Agency is determining in different parts of the country, but that's part of the reason for the conversations with the Chief Executive, who is elsewhere in Nottinghamshire today.
Also, people here not happy with the compensation being offered. They've been told around £120. They're saying that's not going to be enough to cover anything, basically. Is the government going to give any more money?
I'm not aware of what you're talking about in terms of compensation.
I think that might be local compensation. They've been told today they're going to get £120. That was what their MP was saying.
That's Nottinghamshire flood relief.
Oh, OK. Well, that will be a local scheme. In terms of one of the things that the government has done was establish something called Flood Re. It's an insurance scheme that makes sure everybody in this country can get their homes, their houses protected, regardless of what flooding has happened there. So that's been a significant change that only came in the last about 8 years ago. We will continue to make sure that's the case, that people can insure their homes in the future.
But no additional money coming from government for these people.
But in terms of, that's where the insurance will kick in to help them get back into their homes, I hope, as quickly as possible. I'm conscious for some of them, depending on the impacts, it may take several months. But let's see what we can do to try and speed some of that along, and that's why our officials have already been in touch with insurers and similar.
Ms Coffey, Nick Ellaby,
This was a full interview.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Some people here also unhappy that it's taking so long to come up and visit.
Well, I've been meeting the Chief Executive. I met on Saturday, met again this morning, come up here, the invitation of the MP. I think it's important that politicians don't get stuck in the middle of operational responses. So we are here. Clearly, communities here are impacted. We are going to see another bit of Nottinghamshire and Yorkshire as well to understand the impacts that have happened there. I think we should also point out that there have been a lot of homes protected around the country due to the flood defences that we've installed. We estimate at least 32,000 homes have been protected thanks to that, towns like Matlock and similar. So defences have been working. I'm conscious that for the community in this road that isn't a comfort to them, but I think we should point out how many homes have been protected because of the work that we've already undertaken.